Hi everyone, Christoudias here. I'm Neomed's functional medicine practitioner and nutritionist. Today we're going to talk about something that affects all of us in this season, and that's our immune system. And we'll be talking about things that you can do on an everyday basis to help boost your immune system and balance your immune system so that it works better for you. A lot of the time, we don't really think about how our everyday life impacts our immune system. And we often turn to medications and other kinds of drugs to help our immune system along. But the truth is, we can be doing things every single day that could impact our immune system in a positive way. The first thing we're going to talk about, seeing that I am a nutritionist, is someone's diet. If you're a person that regularly eats sugar-filled foods or foods that are very processed or foods that don't really have any nutritional value, if you're not adding lots of fruits and vegetables and color to your diet, if you're not adding healthy fats like avocados and olive oil and nuts and seeds, if we're not choosing all these healthy foods, our immune system will suffer because your liver is actually concentrating on getting rid of all these bad things from your diet instead of actually doing what it's supposed to do and detoxing your body so that your immune system becomes more resilient. In fact, I recently got a comment from another patient of mine, and they said, "Come on, Tina, eating broccoli is not going to boost your immune system." Well, in fact, in biochemistry, there is something called the broccoli pathway, which is in the liver. And basically, the constituents or the nutrients found in things like broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables actually help the liver to properly detoxify better. If your body is more resilient at detoxifying itself, your immune system also becomes more resilient. So your diet is essential to boosting immunity and to helping you stay healthier. So get rid of all the sugar, the processed foods, all the white flours, and replace with an abundance of plant-rich foods and good fats and your healthy proteins. And you will see your immune system start to work better for you. Another very important part of keeping your immune system well is sleep and rest. Many people, because of very stressful lifestyles, do not sleep properly. They have trouble falling asleep, or they fall asleep in front of the television, or they wake up throughout the night. And if this is happening, you're not really helping your immune system at all. A lot of the repair that happens for our immune system happens at night. So it's very important that you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep at about the same times every single day. You want to keep to the same rhythm because, again, that helps the immune system stay resilient. Another thing that can help is exercise. I found this to be true in my own personal life because I've been really making an effort to exercise over the past 2-3 years. And I have found for myself that it really does help. And it's not just me. Research does show that people that exercise have a more resilient immunity. Going hand in hand with that, we want to look at your stress levels. If you have high stress, your immune system is lowered for sure. So if you're stressing your body out too much with exercise, for example, you can get sick more easily. You want to find the right amount of exercise that doesn't cause too much stress on the body. And at the same token, you want to do things that decrease your stress. So that could be prayer or meditation, exercise again, making sure you're sleeping properly, and being grateful throughout the day for the things that you do have also helps to reduce stress, and doing things that make you happy. So find activities, even if they're 10 to 15 to 20 minutes a day, to decrease your stress levels. That's really going to help your immune system to become more resilient. A lot of people ask me as well, what kind of nutrients and supplements you can take to help your immune system become more resilient. I would say my go-tos are the following. You want to make sure that your vitamin D levels are above 60. These are actually, this level is actually protective against any kind of flu or virus or anything like this. And so you want to get your vitamin D levels tested and then work with a health practitioner that knows about vitamin D supplementation so that you can get the right amounts of vitamin D in your body every day. Most of the time, vitamin D supplementation is good during the winter months when we're covered and not in the sun. So work with someone who knows about vitamin D supplementation to get you to the right levels. That's the first thing. The second vitamin is vitamin C. Vitamin C is actually very rich in our adrenal glands, which goes hand in hand with our stress levels. So if we don't have enough vitamin C, we can actually be more stressed because our adrenal glands pump out those stress hormones throughout the day to make us bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning and to make us sleep at night. And so we want to make sure that we have enough vitamin C. Vitamin C is also an essential nutrient and works with so many different biochemical pathways within the body to help the immune system become more resilient. I recommend a liposomal vitamin C, in other words, a vitamin C that's kind of stuck in a fat in a supplement, because that is much better absorbed within the gastrointestinal tract. And so you can take anywhere from 1,000 milligrams a day all the way up to 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, depending on if you're actually sick or if you just want to protect yourself from getting sick. In general, most people can get away with doing 1,000 milligrams a day of vitamin C. Another very important nutrient for our immune system is zinc. A very good way to test if you're zinc deficient is to actually take some zinc on an empty stomach. If you feel that you're nauseous when you're taking zinc on an empty stomach, this is a very big sign of zinc deficiency. I recommend zinc between 20 to 30 milligrams per day, probably taken with a little bit of copper because copper and zinc work together to help the immune system. Another very important part of building the immune system, another nutrient that I go to, is a phytonutrient, which means a nutrient found in fruits and vegetables called quercetin. Quercetin is very effective at balancing the immune system. A lot of the time we talk about boosting the immune system, but for people that have autoimmune disorders, we don't really want to rev the immune system. We want to balance it so that it doesn't over-exaggerate when we do get sick. What I mean by over-exaggerate, really high fevers, too much coughing, breathing issues. We don't want it to get there. Quercetin is a very powerful modulator of the immune system. It helps to balance it. So you can also supplement with that every day as well to help your immune system. Another very important part of this, which I didn't mention when I talked about diet, is your gut health. Probiotics, or those good bacteria found in the gut, if you have more good bacteria in the gut, this actually helps again to modulate or to balance the immune system. And how do most people do this? Through diet. So very important to have an anti-inflammatory diet. In other words, choose real whole foods over all the processed stuff, less sugar, a lot less caffeine, and making sure that your body is getting all the nutrients it needs to balance the immune system. If you'd like any more information on how to help your immune system, please contact us here at Neomed and we're happy to help. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye-bye.